Welcome friends. In this tutorial we'll learn about the function. First of all we see how to define a function. A function definition consists of the function name, parameters and body. The syntax for defining a function is as follow: definition, function name in the bracket, list of parameter and the function body. We see the one example of define a function def max num1 and num2, and in the function body if num1 is greater than num2 then result is equal to num1, else result is equal to num2, and return the value of result. Now we see the main topic of function is called stacks. Each time a function is invoked, the system creates an activation record that stores its arguments and variables for the function and places the activation record in an area of memory known as a call stack. When a function calls another function, the caller's activation record is kept intact and a new activation record is created for the new function call. Now we see the different type of functions. There are functions with without return values, positional and keyword arguments, passing arguments by reference values, default argument, and returning multiple values. Now we see the function with and without return values. A function does not have to return a value. Technically, every function in Python return a value whether you use return or not. For this reason, a function that does not return a value is also called a none function. The none function value can be assigned to a variable to indicate the variable does not reference any object. For example, def sum in the bracket number1 and number2 is set to argument and the total is equal to number1 plus number2, and print the answer. You will see the output is none because the sum function does not have a return statement. By default it returns none. Next we see the positional and keyword arguments. A function arguments can be passed as positional argument or keyword argument. The power of a function is its ability to work with parameters. When calling a function, you need to pass arguments to parameters. There are two kinds of argument: positional arguments and keyword arguments. Using positional argument requires that the argument be passed in the same order as their respective parameters in the function header. For example, definition and println in the bracket message and variable n, and for I in range and print the message. The following function prints a message for n times. Now we see the passing arguments by reference value. When you invoke a function with arguments, each argument's reference is passed by value to the parameter in the function. The reason is that numbers and strings are known as immutable objects. The contents of immutable objects cannot be changed. Because all data are objects in Python, a variable for an object is actually a reference to the object. When you invoke a function with argument, the reference value of each argument is passed to the parameter. This refers to as pass by value in terminology. The value is actually a reference value to the object. Whenever you assign a new number to a variable, Python creates a new object for the new number and assigns the reference of the new object to the variable. So friends, in this tutorial we learn about the different type of version. Thank you friends.